Is there a place to look to say that a steel does better in this niche or a blaze does better in this niche? That's the first question. And the other question is, what are the niches that are suitable? Similar question, but what are the niches that are suitable for a blaze who has trouble executing? Blaze is all over the place. Like, I love talking to people, but I got to do something.
Yeah, let me answer the first question first. So the best way you can do it, it kind of goes back to your wishes, your command with Trudeau, and it's just how you feel about it. Like when you think about a niche, you do a little research on it. How does it make you feel? Like I remember one time I was actually teaching a short sale class, and it was at the Southwest Market Center, Keller Williams. The first market center ever. And it was a big class, and we were on break. So I went to the restroom, and these guys came in and they didn't see me there, so they said, oh, there's some guys in there teaching a short sale class. I'd rather poke my eyes out with a fork. That's what he said. I mean, that's exactly what he said. And the other guy was like, yeah, me too. I'd never do, so that's how he felt about it. So, he shouldn't be trying to do short sales like that. Now, when I found out about short sales, I was giddy. I was like, what? You mean I can talk to banks and I can like a challenge? I like challenges, I like systems, process. There's rules. Oh, what are those? So I got giddy about it. And, but other people just didn't feel that way. So how does it make you feel? That's the number one rule for, is it within your zone of genius?
Okay.
Now the other question had to do with what was the second question? Remind
the
me
second part had to do with so blaze.
Yeah.
One of the characteristics is execution. Lack of it.
You don't have to execute. This is a misunderstanding that blazes have, is that they have to execute. Who said you had to execute? If you read the Millionaire Master Plan by Roger Hamilton, he talks about a story in there where this guy owned a Italian restaurant. He was the owner. Okay. He was ablaze, and all he wanted to do was go into the customers. Okay. But he was the chef. He was doing the books. He was doing all kinds of crap in his restaurant. Okay. Mm-hmm. And he brought in a manager, somebody to oversee the operation from you go back and read the story. But basically the guy said, you know what? He took the genius test, and he said, all you're going to do from the time you come into this restaurant is you're going to talk to the customers. You ain't going to do nothing else. That's it. And guess what? He just started talking to customers. He stopped doing the books. He stopped doing the back end. He stopped running the kitchen. He didn't do any of that. He just would, my dad used to call it shoot the shit. Now that might offend some people. That's how my dad used to say.
No,
that's all he did. You understand what I'm saying?
Completely.
That's all he did. Yeah. And he would just go from table to table, and the sales quadrupled because he was now in his zone of genius. People loved coming in. They loved the admiration. They loved the fact that he knew their names. I mean, he was just that guy. Mm-hmm. And to believe that you have to do anything but that is really a misnomer. Let me tell you one other story. There's a guy named Lance Loken. Okay, we were in look him up, Loken. We were in Rhode Island. What do they call that? What do they call that whole area?
New England.
The Cape. Yeah, New England. Not some people call it the Cape. We're near the Cape. And we were near Cape Cod, but we were in New England. Okay. So it was the New England Mastermind, hundreds of people. And I was a speaker. He was a speaker. And there was another speaker. Big players were up there speaking. And so I go to it's about lunchtime. Lance spoke, and he was nervous like the whole time. Like he wasn't like he didn't project his voice. He didn't do the stuff that speakers do. Like, I'm a speaker. I like to speak. Mm-hmm. And he wasn't doing that. He but he sells 1,200 homes a year, 100 houses a month. Okay. And I was like, man, how in the world is this guy? I wasn't connecting the dots. I was like, this guy, he sells 100. So anyway, I'm going back to the elevator, and there's Lance. I said, hey, what's up, Lance? What's up, man? You going to lunch? He said, no, I'm going to my room. I said, okay, cool. Well, we'll see you back for the second half. He said, you're not going to see me back. I said, what do you mean? He said, I'm done. I said, well, you're done speaking, but the event goes till 5. He said, man, I'm done. I said, we got an after party after 5. It's like from 6. He said, Knolly, I'm done. I said, talk to me. What you talking about? He said, man, I'm spent, man. This is as much interaction as I can handle. And basically he had a belly full. He was done. He was going to fly home the next day, board himself up in his room, and he doesn't like interacting with people. That's the bottom line. How does he sell 100 homes a month? Well, he just realized that he doesn't. I can't say he doesn't like people. It just depletes his energy.
Yeah.
Okay. He's not wired that way. So what he does is he goes on 0 listing appointments. Okay. 0. How many? This is something for Justin to listen to. Now, these lords in the room, y'all got to listen to this. He goes on 0 listing appointments, but he lists 100 homes a month, or more than that. He closes 100 a month. And he basically, what he does is he does all the lead generation through a system that he created, and he sends out his minions. He's like the mob boss. Okay. You know, the crime boss, the woman that sits up in the high seat, and she just sends out her goons like, hey, I want you to go. You're going to go to 10th Street, and you go to, they come back and report. That's what he does. He just sits around and creates business for his team. And because he knows his zone of genius. So the misnomer, Pamela, that you have to get anything done is just that. You don't have to get nothing done. Okay. You just have to know what needs to be done and make sure it gets done.
Okay. I used to do that. I was a manager for a long time. So that resonates with me. And that's been one of my struggles, is like trying to do everything. So I really got to just let that go.
You suck at it.
I do.
I mean, you suck at doing
Thank you.
Things. So the thing is, you're just going to be, even if you got good at it, you just be a little bit better version of no good. Okay. You'll never be a Picasso at doing things, and you don't have to be. That's not your zone of genius.
Thank you for that positive feedback. No,
yeah. Anyway, so I hope
it's
that
really
helps.
good. No, it's good. You're right. I am good at knowing what needs to be done. I see it. I got a great vision. I see the big picture. And I just got to scrape it off my plate because I'm not the one that needs to get it done. And I'm trying to get Larry to understand that too. Think
about yourself as the police chief, okay? She sits in the office. And you know what she does at 6:30, 7 o'clock, or 8 o'clock, whatever time they do it? She goes into debrief. She's like, we need 2 teams over here. It's about 20 minutes. All teams go. You ready? Yeah, we're ready, chief. Okay, boom. I'm going back to my office. That's
why I loved project management so much. You are in control of nothing.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
That's your zone of genius. Yeah, you're welcome.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hey, I want to invite you out to Knolly Coaching Club. That's right. The Knolly Coaching Club is where I'm able to teach, train, and coach you every single week to your ultimate greatness. Go to knollycoaching.com and I'll see you on the inside.